What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the YBA, and today we got us a package. So let's see what's inside. It was only a few months ago that I did the best detachable of 2024. Whereas I had no clue that somebody might be working on a detachable. Lo and behold,
we have Andis,
who actually won the other video, spoiler alert. Let's go ahead and unbox this and see what this is all about. But we have a new detachable from Andis. And we also got a little cute beard pencil. Shout out to Williamsport Bowman for sending me this. You guys can, of course, use my code Eddie10 and save 10% off of any one of the products that come from Williamsport Bowman, which there is a shit ton. We're 3 days outside of the enhancement. And we have this pencil, which is securely in here. It's one of those deals. Oh. Alright, I think I'm just gonna put it right on my forehead and see what it does. I mean, it's very faint. It seems to wipe right off. There we go. I don't see this lasting. I really don't. Alright, y'all, let's do the unboxing. We got what Andis is calling the eMERGE cordless clipper. Okay, obviously this is a detachable. It says it is made in the USA. Detachable blade system, ceramic edge, 1.5 hours of battery life, which is on the low end, because their previous one, which I actually have sitting here, is 3.5 hours. So we'll do a little comparison between those two in a second. But for now, let's unbox what Andis has determined to be what they wanted to create, their latest and greatest. You see, this is the clipper. Well, it feels really sleek in the hand. It's very small. We have a 000 with a ceramic blade on it. Well, okay, so it's got a blade lock. So it's just like a pet grooming clipper, which this very well may have been. And let's see if this battery removable? I'm gonna go with, I'm guessing this battery is not removable. This must be a lower cost item than their predecessor. So I'll have to look up and see how much this costs, because it does feel good though, I'll give them that. And it says not to turn this on, so I suppose I'll at least plug it in for a few minutes. And this boxes make it difficult to get out of the box. What the? Oh, that worked better. Boxes inside of boxes. Here we go. What is in here? Wow, okay. So we have an extra cam follower. This piece right here is actually the same as the blade drive here. So you see the little blade drive? That will get worn out, and when that does, that causes this to get really loud. It's actually pretty easy to fix here. As you can see, a little base plate here. So that's pretty cool that they give you at least an extra one. However, I will say the Andis detachables are usually fairly quiet. So this can be ran corded or cordless. So looking at this battery, check out what they've done. They've listened to us, and instead of making where you plug it in super big, they've actually moved that. So I actually like that. That gets it a little bit away from your outlet. So like right now, we're gonna use this with the cord plugged in because I don't wanna ruin the battery, and I'd like to actually use this for a little while. That's actually a pretty good feature, I gotta say. I'm going to say detachable blades, for the most part, are great. But for some reason, these 5.0s are they're just ass. I mean, I've had so many of these and none of them work. Even this one, I was trying to use this one on a client this morning. I was using my Oster Octanes and it just started pulling. So I don't know why this trimmer never pulls.
Never pulls.
This trimmer is so gentle and it works so fast. As you can see, it's still got hair on it from me having to pick up where that one left off. I would like to use a 5.0 that works again. I've been doing this for a long time, and 5.0s used to be fine. You would just buy one, they would just work, but now they're just shit. All right, getting aggravated here, working myself up. turn it on. So it's pretty quiet. So you might be sitting out here and you might be saying, why would a person want to buy a detachable? They're expensive. Most of them are kind of noisy, except for, I gotta say, this new one's pretty quiet. But the real reason is we want to protect some of our other good machines. So this is our trimmer, and a lot of you guys are out there debulking with a trimmer. Years ago, I would have told you this is completely wrong. I wouldn't do it. This is something I want to keep sharp. I want to make precision lines with this. I don't want to dull this or beat this up. However, I have to say, trimmers have came a long way. If I was going to use or recommend any trimmer in the world for debulking purposes, I would definitely pick up the Cyborg. The Cyborg, for whatever reason, it is so smooth, so gentle, and cuts so close and fast. And it's hard to beat. Like, listen to the noise comparison. Cyborg. Quiet as detachable. Honestly, they're pretty close in noise. So I would say that's pretty great for this detachable. The downside of using a trimmer versus a detachable is when I'm debulking, I can flip right into clipper over comb. I can cut anything with this. I can cut a horse's hair with this. Like, literally, there's people who do. So when you get right down to it, this tool is going to remove the bulk fast and efficiently. I could slap the number 2 on for clients that wear a skin fade and a 2 on tops. When you're using this for clients who have waves, there's nothing better than using detachable blades versus using a clipper where you attach guards to it. The clippers with guards, they've also come a long way and they do a good job too. So I'm not saying that that's wrong, but I'm just saying that when you have a client with a lot of curl, it's nice to go with the grain. You will see it lay the curl pattern down and it will cut the hair efficiently with less passes. There's a place in my world for detachables. Drop it in the comments if you guys agree. We're gonna use this detachable today and we'll see if it saves me any time.
There better never be another one again.
Not pulling your skin at all?
Huh?
Just not pulling at all, right?
What?
The machine?
No. No.
That bitch is working, boy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is
Oh, there it
pulling,
goes.
bro.
Sorry. I was like, oh, I was so excited it was gonna work. All right, that's 150. All right, we're gonna try this one.
Oh boy.
A different 50.
Still pulling a little bit.
No good. Okay, that's 2 50s. Okay, don't worry, guys. We got 4 of these. So, okay, we'll try this one now.
Oh, fantastic.
Not even close.
No,
Sorry,
bro,
I'm
you're
fucking
killing
you
me.
up.
Who's the one you know that worked?
Dude, I'm trying to figure out which one that is. Okay, this is the last one. It was working so good on the side of his head.
Fucking fantastic.
Okay, none work. So we're back to a trimmer.
What the fuck happened?
It was working so good, dude. It just, the quality control on the people who make these blades is in the piece you do. It's garbage. All the other blades are fine. You know, anything above that is fine.
On the replaceables?
Yeah, these are just detachable. You know, they just pop off. So that was the 4 I used. If I use this 000, I bet you it works no problem.
Oh,
000 doesn't get.
I don't like any more, I bet. That was 4 straight losses.
Well, this is brand fucking new. There ain't no way that this should give me any trouble.
No, that one says alright so far.
And if
Nothing like getting clumps out of your hair ripped out of the back of your head. It's
Yeah,
fucking
I'm sorry.
7:45.
At 7:45 a.m. hair ripping, but you guys can see that that's too long, really. I mean, I can't use an electric shaver on that. So I mean, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to wind up following up behind it with a trimmer, anyways. And if the whole purpose is to speed, you know, if the whole purpose is to save you time, then you know it ain't worth using this. I might as well just go ahead and use the trimmer, which never pulls, never has problems, and cuts about just as quick.
Yeah, never pull.
I'm getting a 1-star review from this. He said. So something tells me that this may have been a pet grooming clipper previously, because a lot of the pet grooming clippers actually have a release right here. So let's go ahead and show you guys how we take that off. So the way we would take this off, typically I want it running when I take it on or off. I'm going to hit this button back here, and now I'm going to be able to take it off. For comparison's sake, we'll compare it against the Andis ZR Supra. This is their more expensive removable battery, which we're about to get into in a second, but it's a little quieter, and that's at the top speed. And it has 5 speeds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's kind of like a noise comparison just between the two machines. So listen to the first, the eMERGE. Sounds like it got all kind of power. The ZR II. And that's on the top speed. So ZR2 is a little bit quieter, has a removable battery. So Andis says on the box that you're going to get 1.5 hours of runtime, which is pretty low in all honesty. But I gotta say, it's actually been pretty cool to work with. I've not really run into any super battery issues because I'm not using this throughout entire haircuts. So sometimes when I think about detachables, I wonder, do they still have a place in the world? And for me, the answer is yes, absolutely. They're still a great tool for debulking, for getting things done quickly, for making less passes, for cutting through wet hair, for cutting through hair that a client comes in that maybe they got a bunch of product on their head. The biggest downside would be the cost of having one of these, being that you're not really going to be doing everything with it, and the blades themselves can add up. So the blades are between $20 and $30 a piece. My favorite blade is this 5.0 blade. However, I gotta say, quality control for both Andis and Oster for the 5.0 blades, it's just not there. I have 5 of these, and every single one of them was pulling. I think this is one that I found, maybe a 6th one. This is the Oster one. I think this one is working without pulling hair out. We'll find out later. But I have a few more on the way. Should be here hopefully today from Williamsport. So if you guys run into that situation with Williamsport or anybody else, you guys can go ahead, call them, and they're gonna make it right. So now I'm sure you're sitting there and you're wondering, like, okay, this is a pretty expensive thing. If I don't have the blades, what blades do I really need? And I'm going to tell you that right now. I think that you guys should get at least a 1.5, a 2, a 3.5, and a 5.0. Some of these, if you guys haven't seen the best detachable clippers of 2024, you guys can check out this video right here. But some of these will actually come with both the 1 and the 000. Most of them are going to come with at least one blade, and a lot of times that's the 000. And in this case, the Andis eMERGE came with a 000. When it comes to doing clipper over comb, which I view as the fastest way to remove bulk and get my haircut shaped up the way I want, I don't really think there's anything better to use than a detachable. Now, I think the Instinct actually is very close in terms of power and performance, but I'd like to keep my Instinct sharp and, good for fading and all that other stuff, where I could use these and kind of think of these more as like a workhorse. If you guys are out there and you're in the market for a detachable, this does not have a removable battery. It only has an hour and a half of runtime, and it doesn't come with a stand. It's no frills, right? But it's way less expensive than some of the other ones that are out there. What's really nice to see that Andis finally did something that I've been saying people need to do for a while, is put the box somewhere else and keep the plug itself small. So you have only a 2-prong plug, and it gets you a little ways away from your station. So you'd be able to plug this alongside of really anything else. And the back end here, nothing really special, just a big fat plug, jamming it into the back, and it charges. So for an hour and a half of runtime, an updated cord, a 000, and a non-removable battery, how much does it cost? So let's see, Williamsport Barber Supply, Andis eMERGE Clipper, black, customization in the palm of your hand. The perfect tool for pros who need power, efficiency, and convenience of a cordless detachable. That's right, it runs with the pass-through. $245, so you figure $245, use the code Eddie, save 10% for $225 versus the Andis ZR Supra II, $336.12. You guys could use the code there, you would save some money. So if you choose to go the Supra route, you're going to have a removable battery. It comes with a stand. It came with 1 or 2 blades. I can't remember. You guys are going to have to check that out. And you're going to have the ability to move 5 different speeds. So for just under like 100 more, I might even actually point you over to the Supra ZR II. So with that being said, I hope this gives you guys an idea of what this machine is, if you want to buy it or not. And hopefully it answered any of your questions. Any other questions you can drop below. And if you guys haven't checked out some of these like really long, very thorough tutorials that I've been breaking down for you guys will find links to those tutorials down below and you guys can check them out. This is the YBA 700 videos to help you learn, and I'll catch you in my next video. Peace.